YouTube, what it do? Yo, we back at it again. What's up, y'all? Let me clear this lens off. All right, let's hop straight into it. Obviously, this is over your headlights. We're gonna try to make this quick, simple, and easy. So you guys go to the store, you buy these restoration kits, or you do some kind of concoction, grandma's secret recipe to, toothpaste or whatever to put on your headlights to restore the oxidation, as you see. But 86 got your fix, and I'm going to show you the real deal, the easiest way, the best way, the only way you should be doing, your headlights. And you don't need to buy a restoration kit or anything like that. So the tools you need will be a bucket of water, and we'll get to that in a second. Tape up your headlights. Use blue or electrical tape, or not electrical tape, painter's tape, and then I put a clear tape over it because your headlights will get wet. And you also gonna need, this is the real deal right here. You're going to need some kind of buffing machine, like a car detailer buffer, and you're going to need some car detailer. This is the finishing mirror glaze, and you also going to need, where are we at? A cutting compound. Right, medium cut. You're gonna need a cutting pad. So these two go together. All right. So if your headlights look like this, and you want them to get like this, then this is how you do it, bros. Look how clean this is. I mean, this is a 2005 E500, Mercedes E500. We'll let you get a side profile, because having new looking headlights make the car look pretty new, right? So you see this profile, see the headlights, right? Now let's come to this foggy side, and you guys can see the difference. You know what I'm saying? It looks cheesy on this side. Not as clean. Let y'all get both of them. So clearly, you can see the difference. All right. Now I'm gonna do this side real quick just to kind of give you guys instructions, but then I'm gonna go back after the video and go back through it and hook it up. But I just kind of want to show you guys the basic steps on doing this. So back to the bucket of water. You're gonna need a wet rag so you can keep it wet. So basically we're gonna wet sand it. And you see as we throw water on it, it kind of clears up. And you're gonna need sandpaper. So I do about 3 or 4 passes. I start 800 for maybe newbies, but 600 for people that kind of know what they're doing. This is the 600. You can kind of get you like a little sponge to put behind it. The 600, I kind of go really lightly because you don't want to put deep scratches. So basically the steps that I'm going to do right now, I think I got 600, then I move to 800, then you can move to either 1,000 or 1,200, and then 1,500, and then finish it with a 2,000. You don't need to do that many steps, but I think going the extra mile gets you a little better finish at the end. So let's begin. So this is the 600, and you just sand like so. I'm going very lightly. I don't know if the camera is picking up on it, but you can see like the residue, and it's actually you're sanding off the oxidation off the headlights. All right, and then basically rinse and repeat. And with the 600, I can already see like scratch marks. Don't worry too much about it, because in the end it will come out. So that's 600. Now we'll move to the 800. And once again, I'll probably do the 600 fairly quick, but the other numbers, other grit of sandpaper, I will take my time, making sure I get all the edges. And the reason why you put tape is so you're not scratching your paint, because you will go over a little bit. So this is 800, and let's just jump to 1200. Remember, this is just the kind of giving you guys the steps, but this will take a lot more time. I'm just rushing through it to kind of get you guys some quick results. Like the other side over there, I probably spent maybe a half an hour, but it's well worth it. All right, then you got 1500 and the 2000, but we're going to just pause it right here. So like, let's say I was done with the 2000, or wherever you want to stop, get a final rinse in. And, wipe it. And then let it dry. So as it dries, it's going to turn very hazy. Or if you black and you didn't put lotion on your knees, then we call it ashy. So as you see, as the water's drying, it's already starting to look different from the one I didn't touch. So the headlight gets very ashy, and then that's where the polishing compound comes into play. So if it looks like this, it's okay. Don't worry. Don't think you messed up your headlights. So now let's move to the detailer. This is a Warrior variable speed, basically a cheap Harbor Freight. It's not like I'm a detailer and I'll be doing this daily. This is like a weekend Warrior project, or I might do the car. I'm not a professional, so all right, so let's switch pads. And I even actually bought the wrong pad. This is a 6-inch disc going on an 8-inch wheel. But, we ghetto like that. All right, so the pad's nice in the middle because it's too small. Now we got our Meguiar's medium cut cleaner. All right, you can even go get a heavier duty. Now check out our headlight, which looks nice and hazy, a lot different from the little one on the left. So shake up your bottle really well. start putting it on your mirror. I like to spread it out a little bit, let it work itself in. Also, if you have like a new pad, you can put it directly on the pad to saturate your pad. So this medium cut with a medium pad is going to cut into the fine scratch marks that I can still see through the haze. You can do this without the buffer. You're just going to be using a lot of hand strength, and I say microfiber towels, but you're still going to need the compound. You got to put the compound, and basically you're going to wax on and wax off the Karate Kid the hell out of these headlights to kind of do what this thing do. All right, it's almost dry a little bit, so I like to start with a low speed. If it's really wet and you blast this thing, it's going to splatter everywhere. And these things are very strong. And it already dried in this top portion. And once when I kind of get everything smeared away, then I'll turn up the speed. All right, then after that, get a nice clean microfiber. Keep your microfibers clean, and just rub out. There might be like a little haze of residue, but kind of rub that out. And then voila. I mean, this already down there looks as good as the other side. I mean, I really don't even have to go over it, but I may not. But the thing with this treatment, you're cleaning the lens from oxidation, but over time, in a couple months, maybe 6 months down the line, they're going to get back hazy again. So then this is an ongoing, treatment. This is not like a, one all be all fix your problem, because it's just the lights are in the elements, and then that's what's happening. So this is the medium cut. So now what I'll do is I'll change to a finer finishing pad, and I'll move to a lighter compound. This is the Meguiar's Show Card Glaze, and this is the finishing polish. But other than that, I mean I'm not going to do it because it's the exact same process. You're just using different stuff, and then that's pretty much it. So 86 Gotcha Fix on, hands down, the best way to oxidate or clean your lenses. This thing looks brand new. Don't need to spend, the money to buy a new one. You could do this treatment till the wheels fall off. But basically, this is now. Let's say I wet it. This is how your lens is going to be, nice and clean. Don't need to buy that nonsense product that don't even work. This works. Sandpaper, little elbow grease, polishing pad, tape up your headlights, like, subscribe, and share. Get at me. Appreciate it, y'all.